What is going on, YouTube? I just decided to pick the camera up. There's a lot of good stuff here to get on video, and right now I'm just kind of doing some of the electrical stuff in the truck. Everything's kind of a mess right now because I've just got all the stuff where it needs to go. It's not all finished up yet. Alright guys, so like I said, absolute just mess right now, but I got stuff labeled. These are my rock lights. A lot of this is just like slack wire. So this is my interior lights, they're right here. Rock lights are here. And then these be headlight circuit that's here. This wire controls the power to the panel. Like, it's supposed to be for the ignition. So you hook it up to your ignition wire. So when you cut the key on, the switch panel functions, but I'm gonna hook that up to a constant and use my old Marine speaker switch as a switch for the power to this. And you see that big red wire, and there's also a big number 6 black wire. So there's a red and black number 6 in there that actually supplies the power to the circuit board. The other wire that I was talking about for the ignition is essentially like a switch wire for a switch. Or it's like a switch wire for the switch panel. So that wire, like I said, it just tells the switch panel to turn on when you turn the ignition on, or when it has power to it. Some more stuff I want to show y'all, and then my cutout button will be right here. I'm actually drilling a hole way down in there for that right now. My wheel light circuits, I haven't got those into here yet, but they'll actually come through that hole down in the middle of the console as well. And some stuff underneath the hood here. I actually got the battery sitting in here, and these are the wires for the switch panel. Like I was saying, this is number 6, so there's 6 gauge copper wire. I just bought it at Home Depot, and that runs power to the switch panel. I haven't even hooked the truck up yet because I didn't have any side post adapters, but I do have those now, so I can hook the truck up. This is for the headlights. That's a parking light feature for the headlights. This is all the wiring for the headlights. I gotta organize it. Blue Ghost controller, and then there's like a little power inverter or something. I think it like steps down the power. And my headlights also have those wired in here and here. These are my turn signal functions, these 2 wires. So this is like the left and right turn signal fuse, and I just stripped the wire back, pulled the fuse out, shoved it in there, and then shoved the fuse back in. And I mean, it's good, it's not coming out, so it doesn't worry me too much. Tied the slack up, shoved it back in there. This is my 1-aught for my subwoofers, and then these are just the same power wires that were ran up here. It's all nice and organized. We took this cover off, drilled a couple holes in it here and here, and used that to help organize our wires. I also drilled a hole in the firewall back there. You're definitely not going to be able to see it, but where all those wires are routing to, I took a uni-bit, and if you don't know what a uni-bit is, I'll show you. So I started by drilling a small pilot hole, and then I used a bit that looks like this. Some people might call it a step bit, cone bit, but essentially you just drill the hole and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And I drilled mine out to I think an inch and an eighth, a little bit in between an inch and an eighth. And I popped like a 1-inch grommet in there. So that's what all my wires are running through, except for the 1-aught. The 1-aught would take up way too much room in there, so I just ran it through the same factory grommet that I did before. You can see, you might be able to see, there's a factory grommet down here that you can actually kind of tuck back, and you can put your wire through there. I even managed to run this 1-aught wire underneath here and underneath my carpet without even taking the back seat out. I just had to take the bolts loose for the back seat, and I was able to actually pick it up enough to get the wire through there. Alright YouTube, I want to throw this clip in here of something we're doing in my audio system. So we're actually adding 3.5-inch super tweeters, Scar super tweeters. There you go. VX35 ST. So they're pretty deep. They have pretty deep mounting depth. It's like two something inches. I think it's like almost 2 1/4. But we had to modify the door panel. Had to cut the hole in the door panel and then make like an extension ring off of the door panel so that the speaker would fit into the door panel without touching the metal in the back, because my truck didn't come factory with tweeters, so there's no cutout back there. But Scar also sells another tweeter that will fit into these door panels just by cutting the hole, and it has the correct mounting depth. But I wanted to run these because less people run these tweeters in these body style trucks because they don't fit properly without modification, and some people just don't like to do modification. So this is what my dad made at work today. It's just a little ring made out of wood. The speaker will sit into that ring, and then it'll sit right here on the door, and this will allow the speaker, it'll bring the speaker out from the inside of the door and allow it to have clearance in the back there, but it also won't touch the grill. And I'm just gonna wire the new tweeters into the front door speakers. I know that's probably not entirely the proper way to do it, but that's gonna be the easiest way to do it for the time being, and I don't wanna have to throw another amp in this truck. Anyway, I just wanted to show you guys that little modification that we did to fit the tweeters in there. If y'all have any questions about the electrical system, just drop them down in the comments. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. And yeah, maybe I inspired your ideas as far as your electrical system on your truck, and how to hide it, how to organize it, stuff like that. Center console space is very, very useful under there, and the cup holder still fits fine in there. No fitting issues. That'd be kind of messed up if it didn't, but yeah. Alright guys, we'll see y'all in the next video.